Hello guys, welcome to my Corporeal Beast guide. This guide, as you can see, I'm clearly in Iron Man, will be tilted a little bit towards Iron Man, but especially very easy for normal accounts as well. Honestly, we're gonna have a lot of fun and explain everything as much in depth as possible, which I personally use and prefer. So there are two ways. One way I will show you a little bit about, I'm definitely not good at it. And the other way is the more lazy way, I would say, and I personally prefer that quite a lot. Corporeal Beast has a max hit of 33 with melee, actually, 65 with magic and a 51 with stomp. Stomp only is possible if you stand underneath corp itself. Any wordful drops that you want to be here for the uniques are the sigils. So going over the stats. Stat draining is a specific worthwhile investment if you're soloing. Without it, I wouldn't recommend it at all. It's just way too difficult. Anyway, the only thing that you really need to know is you need 3 successful Dragon Warhammer special attacks. This apparently is not required, even though I always do it. 20 successful Arclight specs. This will completely drain Corporeal Beast strength, attack and defense level. After you've done that, it takes a couple of minutes. You will deal at least 200 damage with your bundles gods for special attack. It will completely drain the accuracy of the magic levels of the attack towards you. Although the max hit will be ineffective. So basically what that means, the 65 with magic, it's still accurate. It will still deal a lot of damage if you don't pay attention. Only the chance of getting dealt against you is very slim. You can, apparently I didn't know this, but do it 175 damage, but of course it regenerates, so that's why everybody does 200, the last 25, which is nullifying, pretty much, apparently. That's actually very nice. Killing the Corporeal Beast is about 6 kills per hour. Me personally, I always AFK, it's just a little bit more like 4 to 5 a hour, because I just watch a lot of series and movies and everything like that. But the closest thing that I really want to show you guys is this. Your expected profit varies depending on your kills per hour at the luck of hitting a sigil drop table in 1 in 585. As you guys can see, I will put it down below. I've done 500 kills, I made a print screen of it, and you will see what we got from there. So I will show you guys my drops from the Iron Man. Actually, we did about 500 kills and we made plenty of supplies, of course. Here in the screen is something you can use as a reference for yourself. I hope you guys enjoy this. So basically we are starting with the Crush. For those who don't know, I personally spec 3 times with the Warhammer, 21 times with the Arclight, and then 200 to 250 BGS special attacks. So we're gonna quickly go over the stats. This gives 167 Crush. Personally, if you can buy any piece of Inquisitor, go for it. It's way better for actually landing a Warhammer hit. After you hit 3 of them, you will get yourself towards Flash. Greater Slash, and then towards the BGS to, get the last piece. So for those who don't know, you actually can assemble your own gear. Let's say you go to every slot here, which might be, useful, let's say. I quickly go over a little bit of things. And this one is important as well. So you can actually go by, let's say you want a Warhammer, right? You go here, you see, oh, okay, boom, Inquisitor. Second best, because we are Iron Man, will be therefore Dwarvenhelm. This actually, if you go to head slot table, just search it here and you find it. Very easy. And so if you just search for, let's say gear, right? Just click on gear and there you are. So you can do it the same with the cape. You want to spec with Warhammer, what's the best? Oh, mythical cape, nice. So you can just switch around here and there and therefore find what you need. Right? Let's say body, Okay, Inquisitor, we don't have Inquisitor, so we go with Strength, right? So then you go towards bundles. So that's the reason why we have certain gear, right? So now this is a little bit tricky. You can theoretically say, hey, I want Inquisitor for the Warhammer, sure, go for it. But you kind of wanna be on the mage side. I would highly recommend Void Legs, just to receive a little bit less damage when you're actually speccing. Because you don't really need the output from the strength, in my opinion, of the bundle stasis though. It's not really viable. The ring, therefore, I honestly don't have the tyrannical ring, so we just go with brimstone ring first. This will definitely all be very easy to understand once you're looking really into how Corporeal Beast works and how the speccing actually works. I wouldn't go too much in detail for the speccing. Just keep in mind you need about 3 of the Warhammer first, then 21 Arclight. By the way, if you spec with the Arclight, special attack does not drain your attack left on your weapon, which is very nice. So let's say you have 10,000 hits, right? Left. You spec, you still have 10,000 left. If you misclick and you do a regular hit, then it goes off. So basically it's free speccing. And then the BGS, of course, as last. And therefore, BGS, you really want to put out the strength. So let's see the strength. Because your max hit gonna matter with speccing. Whether you like it or not, it's way faster. So you want to be as best as possible equipped with strength. So actually getting there to Corporeal Beast you can basically do in 2 ways. Either you go through the wilderness, I don't recommend that at all, not even in the slightest, or just with the gaming necklace. So actually I kind of want to show you guys 2 ways of actually healing up. So let's start first with this one. If you go to the Ornate Pool Rejuvenation, everything is 99, right? Okay. Actually, this, in my opinion, is a little bit better, especially if you're hardcore Iron Man, because you go to 106 HP over the 99. You do kind of need, therefore, of course, gaming amulets to just teleport to, so yeah, I don't know whether it's better or not. For an Iron Man, hardcore Iron Man especially, I would recommend that. For a normal Iron Man or a normal account, sure, go along with your pool, right? Because the pool is so close, and you just click on the Jubilee box and there you are. So now you're about to start your kill. For a main, I would highly recommend marking this tile, for example, and set your cannon definitely here. In my opinion, it's the best. If you drag him and you walk towards this square here, you walk the Corporeal Beast all the way and get stuck here. The moment you run underneath it, it's pretty high that it's possible that you would walk under it. So keep in mind he can stomp you for a 40 or something. But as long as you fence, you're fine, you know. It's fourth, in my opinion. So for Iron Man though, you really don't need it. No cannon needed. Everybody knows the moment you run in, it will, no. The moment you run in, exactly, it will go there, you get a hit. This timer will be 3 minutes. So yeah, you can just immediately start speccing if you like, right? It really isn't too crazy. Just everybody knows, hey, this is your world. Some people actually prefer to have the cannon outside, so everybody sees it instantly here and don't enter it, because they then don't use the whole cannon anyway. You know, you can always use your cannon inside for maybe a very nice core manipulation for jumping. Sure, that's a thing. Okay, so there are 2 actually ways on going back here. So for an Iron Man, you always have your own room with other Iron Mans, right? So a normal account cannot see you. You still can get crashed, everything. That's just the way it goes. But there are 2 ways to secure your kill. So as you can see here, let's see, here is actually blue fire, which means somebody's in. You can do two things. You can either teleport out, instantly bank, run back in, right? That's option 1. But in the meantime, you teleport, somebody else can take your world. The second thing is you wait 20 seconds, you hit them once and go out. I wouldn't recommend that because worlds are often very free. But if you're really sweating about it and you don't want to use other worlds, maybe do ping or anything like lag, you can do this and then just, you know, start off your kill again, if that makes sense. Or even bank, for that matter, because you have 3 minutes now that people don't want to enter due to the fact the brazier is lit. The reason why you actually go with BGSing with either a Knight's Knot or let's say a Berserker Ring instead of other things is, in my opinion, better due to the fact that BGS hits on max hit potential. You know, the higher you hit, the potential is to hit, the better and faster it actually goes. You can choose between either doing 200 or 250. If you want to go along with very fast kills, definitely go from 180 to 200. And you can even go lower. If you, for example, switch in between Armadillo Plate Body and let's say a Coda I want, right? That's totally viable if you do a little bit more sweaty ways. I personally don't have the Coda I want, so I don't really see the problem in bringing the Armadillo Body either. But it's definitely an easy go. It's a good alternative. But honestly, if you just want to AFK, and I totally can do this while watching, you know, Netflix. You need to be in the zone, let's say, right? Just knowing what kind of flow you're going with, and then just AFK. So there is one game mechanic I will show you a little bit later on, of course, due to the fact it's not here yet. It's a core. So the core will spawn randomly, pretty much. So I'm gonna show you guys how to kill the core properly without a cannon. It's actually quite easy, and in my opinion, it's more easy the farther Corporeal beast is going to the east, this way here, farther away from the entrance. Oh, that's the core. Oh, the core. You see it here? You just spam click, and the moment you spam click, you run away. He will jump. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a good hit in. But you see the 19 is kills, is runs, and it dies instantly. So what you want to do is the moment you saw me spam click, it's yellow here, right? The moment you see it in actually red, that will be a game tick registered on the core itself. You will always with this game mechanic, run to the west. You need then instantly run 2 tiles away from the core. Otherwise, he wouldn't jump. So if you kill him and there's ashes underneath you as drop, you did it wrong. The moment you just spam click on it and run 2 tiles or more away from the core, he jumps and then dies. There are no ashes. It's actually impossible to get a respawn on the core, because the core is registered of dying mid-air. And normally your cannon is supposed to do that. And this is just a way better alternative in my opinion. It takes a couple of seconds at best, or at worst I will say, and just go with it. So taste fine from here and there definitely works. If you have plenty of food, go for it, you know? You can even go, say, Protect from Magic off, get a 65 in, that's a max hit with Magic. Totally viable, you can run under him if you want that as well. Doable. So I will say it's about 2 to 3 sips normally of prayer and 1 to 2 cromba each kill. It's not much, not at all, but that's very nice. How to deal with the core. Option 1. You just ignore him. Every time he jumps, you just walk away. Very easy, but kind of intensive. Honestly, not a recommendation. Option 2 is the BGS spec. The moment he turns red, you run away. Often it actually helps that it's insta-kill 25, you run 2 south. how to deal with this core. It's underneath me, as you guys can see it right now. And we just jump and jump and just let it jump. It's somewhat tedious, but it is a way to actually try it. It's definitely, as you guys can see, not really viable, I would say. Because it's focusing more on the corp to cannonballs than actually the core itself. Okay, he apparently killed it mid-air, as you guys can see, because the core is not here anymore. So it will not spawn and there are no ashes, so we finally succeed a kill for the core. So I will show you guys now one other way of vengeance. It's just underneath it and wait. Okay, didn't hit. So be it, you can wait underneath it, maybe it melees. It actually melees and it's a 31 venge, as you guys can see. So I don't know whether it's a good strategy or not, solely due to the fact you actually change DPS. You cannot attack him underneath it. You can debate one under hit, one under hit, one under hit. That's totally viable as well. But I personally don't like the melee stomp hit. It's not my style. I rather AFK. So let's say you want to stomp venge, right? Because you might think, hey, this goes a little bit too slow or anything like that. What you certainly can do is walk under, step out. Walk under, step out. And just try to get a stomp. Indeed, like that. It speeds up as long as you don't stay too long underneath him. So the stomps are still very accurate and extremely accurate compared to everything that we have drained, as you guys can see. 320, 200, right? So it is worth, but you need to stay a little bit in attention. So this is your suicide method. This is by far the most sweatiest of them all, because you get damage like no tomorrow, need to eat a lot, and actually therefore kind of need to be good. I will definitely recommend a Fury, and each hit you take, you swap, and then each hit you give is of course like this, right? So you swap between getting damage, or dealing damage, and receiving damage. This is your suicide way. I'm personally bad at it. I don't really do it. I'm lazy. I just like the AFK way, the first way, best way in my opinion. You suicide once, then you gear up. So when you spec actually this boss, it's highly advised to use your armadillo in between running, so you don't get smacked out instantly. For this method, it really definitely adds that little bit of confidence of not dying, you know? Here are still my food supplies. So we go here, then you go like this, and totally all good. Inventory and setup 1. I would call this the lazy way. Very efficient, but slow, steady. You know, your 9 to 5, so to say. Not really any risk, and just chill, relaxed. So this is actually a faster method, but I wouldn't per se go with better, I guess. It's just different. So what you actually do is every time you get a hit in, you swap between 3 items. So you deal damage with actually this, And when you get a hit in, you go like this. It's very sweaty, and in my opinion, not really worth it. And whenever you need food, you just go and do it, you know? You can actually use your Blood Fury here. That will most definitely work quite proper in my opinion. So Corporeal Beast has 5 tasks. Kill Corporeal Beast 100 times. Kill Corporeal Beast without anything kill the Dark Core or taking any damage. Finish off Corporeal Beast with Crystal Halberd. Kill Corporeal Beast solo. And kill Corporeal Beast 250 times. So this is actually a task to basically don't get damaged by the core. So let's say you succeed a whole kill, right? Just like this. You cannot get attacked by the core at all, so you just spam, you do one hit. It's an achievement diary. Very easy as long as the core don't kill you or don't even attack you once, you manage to get it. Downside is kills definitely take a little bit longer. You can even go here. So this is another task, killing Corporeal Beast with a special attack of the Crystal Halberd. Thank you very much for watching this guide. I hope you guys learned at least a little bit here and there. If not, maybe it's just fun to watch anyway to see what you might like. Even though you already know the methods, you can just juggle between the two. Honestly, a CORP kill will be between 6 and 10 minutes. I often average about 8, it's not too bad at all. For those who want to follow me definitely on Discord or just on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch as well, everything is down in the description. Thank you very much and I hope you guys enjoy your grind.